Let's have a look at how mechanisms work together. We've seen pulleys, we've seen gears, we've seen wedges. Let's see how these can work together to make up a system that can actually do something useful. Now, in my book, I set a problem for learners to design an apparatus that would assist people in lifting something, and in such a way that if they let go, the whole system wouldn't unwind. An example could be lifting bricks onto the roof of a building with some kind of hoist, and I wanted the learners to design some kind of mechanism involving pulleys and gears that would allow them to do this and get a mechanical advantage. So let's see what kind of stuff they could utilize. Let's have a close-up. This is a particular gear known as a ratchet, and it has teeth sloping at these angles that you can see, and we'll have a look in a minute how these go together. I've also mounted the pulley that we made the other day on the top of that, and I've added a crank handle to this so that I can rotate it in the right direction. Now I'm going to show you how this pulley, in combination with one like this from Edutrade that I have up on my right, we'll look at that in a minute, can be used together to make some kind of a hoist, which, as I've said, could be used for lifting bricks onto the roof of a building if you were doing a model of a construction project. Together with this ratchet, I have a special kind of wedge that has a name. It's called a pawl. So this is a ratchet and this is a pawl.
And the grade 9 learners need to know that name.
Ratchet and pawl, and we'll look at how these work together in a moment. I've assembled the mechanisms we were looking at a moment ago to form a system, a mechanical system. Let's just look and see how the components of this work together. Starting from the outside, this bar over here with the handle is able to rotate this in that direction, round like that. That device there is called a crank. It is attached to this device, which is a pulley, and we can see the string going around the pulley, and behind that is the ratchet. On this side we have the lever known as a pawl. It is a lever and a wedge. It can move like that. It is spring loaded using this elastic band around this hitching point over here, and as I rotate the crank handle, the ratchet rides on the teeth and drops into the space in between. What is the purpose of that? The purpose is to prevent me going back. There's no way I can go in the anti-clockwise direction, but I cannot come in the clockwise direction. So we can do that without any difficulty at all. But the moment I try and go in the clockwise direction, the pawl locks the ratchet. So this is a special mechanism that allows rotation in one direction, in this case anti-clockwise, but not in the opposite direction.